We're inside of our Coral Group page of our course wiki, and we've just gone ahead and added an image. Now we want to go ahead and add some links. But before we go in and add any links, I want to point out something that Moodle has done for us automatically. In an earlier movie, when we created our glossary and we added a few terms to those and we turned on hyperlinking, well, hyperlinking works within our wiki as well. Inside of our proposed method, we can see that the students are going to be investigating the relationship of zooxanthellae density in hermatypic corals. Well, if we move our mouse over top of zooxanthellae, we can see that we get an indicator that this is a link. And if we click on the link, we see that Moodle has auto-linked directly into our glossary and is bringing up that term. We can hit OK, and hermatypic corals works in the exact same way. Once again, we're seeing the power of being able to build our content inside of Moodle and use some of these auto-linking features. Okay, let's go ahead and create a link to an outside site. To do this, make sure you're scrolled up to the top of the page and click on the Edit tab. Now, underneath of our image, put a couple of line returns, and now we're going to create a link out to a Google Scholar search. So open up a new tab in your browser by pressing Command or Control T on your keyboard, and go to scholar.google.com. In the search field, simply type in a search for zooxanthellae, adaptation, and depth. This way, all of these terms will be searched for. Go ahead and hit the search button, and now we can see that right now there's about 2,700 articles. So in the drop-down menu here on the first bar, go ahead and make sure that we're only searching for articles and we're excluding any patents. Then, under the next drop-down menu where it says Anytime, select Since 2011. Now your number may vary from mine, but as of the recording of this video, there are currently only 106 papers that have been published that have to do with zooxanthellae adaptation to depth in 2011. So this looks like a pretty good starting point to be able to add some references into our site. So at the top, make sure you select the entire URL. Then press Command or Control C on your keyboard to copy that to the clipboard. And let's go back over to our Moodle tab. Then inside of our wiki page, simply press Command or Control V to paste in that URL. If we wanted to, we could just leave the page as is. And to view that, simply scroll down to the bottom and hit the preview button. Now we can see when we scroll down below our image, we have the text, we have the link, and if we hover our mouse over top of it, we can see that that is an active link and it will take us to the page and do the search for us. But this is a little messy. We wouldn't want to necessarily show all of the parameters of the URL. So let's scroll down a little bit further and let's add a little bit more markup to clean this up. To make it so that we just have a listing that says Google Scholar search for zooxanthellae adaptation and depth, at the beginning of the URL, put one left-hand bracket, then at the end of the URL, put a space, and then type in the text that you want to appear. In this case, Google Scholar search for zooxanthellae, adaptation, and depth. Put a right-hand square bracket, and then let's preview our work. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the preview button, and when we scroll down, we see that instead of having the long URL, we simply have a line of text we can click on, and it will take us directly to that page. We can hit the back button in our browser to make sure that we're still inside of our text, scroll all the way to the bottom of our page, and click the Save button. When we scroll down now, we can see that that link has been formalized. When you're creating a link to an outside resource within the wiki, all you need to do is put a left-hand square bracket, paste in the URL, type a space, type in the text that you want to be hyperlinked, and then close it all off with a right-hand square bracket. Now you can link to any page and any resource that's out on the web directly inside of your wiki. In the next movie, we'll show you how to add a data table directly to this page.